Hello, this is Edwin Dearborn, another edition of Caffeinated Content where we talk about great business ideas over that hot cup of coffee. Oh, I'm so looking forward to my cup of coffee right now. But first, I'm going to talk to you about how I'm successfully using LinkedIn to get appointments, real life appointments, for my network marketing business. I'm involved in a couple of network marketing businesses. And of course, the number one problem is recruitment. If you've been involved in network marketing, you run out of friends and family real fast, and then it becomes, do I cold call? Do I bother strangers at the coffee shop here? Like, how do I grow my business? And anybody in network marketing will tell you that the make or break point in the business is recruiting new members, and it's something that, I don't know what the stats are, it's something like 90% of the people that get involved in network marketing quit within the first 2 years, and the number one reason they cited is I couldn't grow my business, and thus couldn't grow my sales. So I want to give you a tip that I'm using. Obviously, I have a larger warm market than others because of the followers that I have here on Facebook, that I have on LinkedIn. On Facebook, I've hit the limit at 5,000. On LinkedIn, I'm at about 11,000. YouTube, I'm close to 2,000. Twitter, I'm at 13,000. And Instagram, I'm about 2,000. And many of those people cross over. So let's say I'm able to reach or influence on the first level, maybe 40,000 people at most. And then on the second level, who knows, when people share my content. And not only that, people can find my videos are viewed about 200 times a day on YouTube organically. So I've got people reaching out to me from all over the world, all over the United States. But that doesn't necessarily grow my business directly with appointments for my network marketing. So how do you do this? Well, number one, you've got to identify who your audience is before you go after them. You've got to know who are the demographics for this business that tend to gravitate, and so in a couple of my businesses, we know that it's somebody with a family, they're over 30 years old, they have a really good career, but they know that their really good career is not going to take them all the way to where they want to be, right? So they have some stability in their life. If they're a homeowner, they're even better because they're not transitory, and that's what I don't want. I don't want transitory individuals. So I want people with good work records, people that are probably already in sales or recruitment. They've already got the skill sets. So I'm looking for very specific individuals. Now, within the LinkedIn system, you've got to purchase LinkedIn Sales Navigator, which is about $80 a month, because Sales Navigator allows you to use more robust search options to find individuals like I'm talking about. So if you go, hey, I'm in Las Vegas, I want people in Las Vegas, I want people with these certain skill sets, their search capabilities expand in those capabilities when you get Sales Navigator. So you're gonna have to invest some money. Number two, you're gonna have to invest some time, not only in the research of the individuals that you wanna reach, but you're gonna have to invest some time in sending out invitations and doing your follow-up. So I send out about 100 invitations a day, okay? Some of that's automated with a service called Lead Connect, another $80 a month. And I also do it manually depending on the types of individuals that I wanna reach. So I'm sending out 100 invitations a day. Out of that 100, about 20 to 25 will accept my invitation. Okay, so that we haven't had any discussion at this point. This is just somebody who the invitation says, I'd like to connect with you on LinkedIn, right? They accept it and say yes. This is where the process now begins. So now I have a message that basically says, hey, I'm involved in a leadership development network, and we're looking for leaders with particular skill sets. I looked at your profile. You look like you have the skill sets necessary. What I'd like to do is have the opportunity to either meet you for a coffee or have a Zoom call, okay? I'm not pitching what I'm doing. I'm not trying to sell what I do. I'm not trying to talk about the amazing opportunity or the 7 figures. I'm not getting into any of that cliche stuff that turns people off. All I'm saying is, I think you have the qualities to succeed in this. We're looking for leaders. I'd like to have an opportunity to talk to you about what we do over a cup of coffee or on a Zoom call. It's going to take about 30 minutes. Are you open to that? Again, I'm not trying to sell the product. I'm not trying to sell the sizzle. I'm not trying to sell the opportunity. I'm not trying to convince anybody. All I want is to give them enough information of who we are, what we do, what space we're in, and I'd like to have the opportunity, because I think you have the qualities to succeed in this endeavor. Are you open to that cup of coffee? Are you open to that Zoom call, right? It's great to do a Zoom call because I can, there's not a lot that they really need to do to commit. They can sit at their home, they can sit at a coffee shop. And this is what I find is that in recruiting, there's a lot of, sometimes you get overzealous, right? And in that overzealousness, you start using some words and terms that just turn people off. It just sounds cliche. Oh, it's $1 billion industry and you can make 7 figures and look at the guy at the top. And, it's like, come on. It's unreal, right? And it's gotten to the point where people in network marketing, there's been enough bad influences in network marketing that has left a bad taste in their mouth. So I'm trying to avoid that, and I'm now using business nomenclature on a business platform. You get this? So skip the hyperbole, skip the big words, skip the big opportunity, and just talk to somebody as if you're building a business, because that is what you're doing. You're building a business, and it is a business. So talk to people like it's a business. Treat people like you would in any other business that is professional. So your language has got to be a professional, your approach has to be professional, and your presentation, once you get them there, has to be professional. Now, I've been delving into this, how to use LinkedIn to grow my network marketing business. And of course, I do a lot of testing. I try this pattern, see if that works, and I try that pattern if it works. And I'm really nailing down the pattern. I'm finding that don't sell the opportunity, get the appointment. Position yourself as an expert, as a professional who sees that they have skill sets that you feel would allow them to succeed in your endeavor, and then just talk about getting the appointment. Once you get the appointment, now you've got to really use your skills to have a great presentation, a great offer, and again, skip the hyperbole, skip the rah-rah. It's just, there's a lot more transparency in the world today. So, you just have to be real about what you do, the amount of effort, right? And people appreciate that. I was on an appointment last night with someone, and, we came dressed professionally. We went to a coffee place. He came dressed pretty professionally. We had a professional presentation. We ended off and we said, look, why don't you come by the office on Saturday, give it a couple of days to think about it, right? I could just tell that he wanted to think about it. So I'm going to let him think about it. And he texted me back going, I think this is the opportunity for me. I loved how you approached me. See, because that first impression is so important in the appointment, as well as how you set the appointment, because he knows that he's going to have to go through that same process. And if the process is painful for him, why is he going to want to join a group that he now has to put other people through a painful process? It's insane, right? So you lead by example of how you set the appointment, how you treat the person during the appointment, and really having that clarity of your mission statement and how you're going to go about building your business with professionals like ourselves and like the person you're sitting in front of. And I find that that is an extremely successful way to do it. And in turn, guess what I'm going to do? Is I hone this process in addition to all the other processes that we have within our opportunity. I'm going to teach my downline how to do the same thing, and I'm going to give them skill sets to grow their network marketing business. Okay, so if this makes sense to you, you should try to deploy it. You can maybe hire me as a consultant, or you could join me in my business opportunity, and I can teach you how to successfully grow your network marketing business with social media, LinkedIn, and even video, and other technology developments, which makes it a lot easier. So reach out to me, and we can talk about these opportunities and these strategies. You have a great day. Bye-bye.